And welcome back to Corbellic Studios. Today we're going to be doing a series of abstract paintings that are just going to be different. It's going to be loose, but a little bit more sleek. And we're just going to give people the option of having some living room art or some bedroom art. And hey, they can even buy these in a series if they want to, or they could buy them on a one-off. But we're just going to be giving some option. I mean, these are also fillers too, but these are just going to be on larger 16 by 20 inch canvas. And you could just do abstract pieces on these. It's always better to do your abstract art on canvases that are going to be larger, either 16 by 20 or even an 18 by 24 and up from there. So we're just going to do something that's going to be somewhat like a series on this one. That way you have a higher risk of people who are going to be buying them together. So I break that all down as well inside the eBay art community. If you're not already part of the cool community, then you're missing out. Click the link below, join us, see how you can start doing this for yourself, and you can make money as early as next week. I mean, the holidays are here, so let's get to it. All right, so these are our 18 by 24s right here. Let me put these up a little bit more for you. Let me take this timer, reset that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some really sleek designs right here. These are going to be our contemporary little modern things. And yeah, so what we're going to do, we're just going to make this into a whole series of 4. All right, so I like to do the big brush. We're just going to do broad strokes like that. And there's no rhyme or reason on here. It's just sleek, confident marks. And you're going to see what I'm talking about at the end. Because really, we're just going to be focusing a lot on the black. The black is going to be doing the work. But we're just going to add this as an overlay in the background. And it's going to add to the whole project. So we want to have somewhat of like clean, sleek lines. But you can do what you want. I mean, there's no right or wrong way. As long as you just look confident in your brush strokes and your marks. Look at that. You know what? I'm gonna close this one off, make it into a complete circle. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here, make it into a circle. Boom. Look at that. Look at this. Like this. And don't worry, you don't have to think too much about it because these are just going to be this is just going to be in the background. The real art is going to be the black lines. Like I'm already running out of this pink. I had a little bit of this pink left over. I don't know what from. I think it was just like when we were making a palette and just decided to just use the rest of it. I watered it down a little bit so it wasn't too thick. Right? And look at this. We're going to do something like this. Just until this pink is done. Because it doesn't matter at the end. In the end, the thing that we're really going to be focusing on is how we're going to utilize the black. So this thing could be any kind of... Oh, yeah, we still got pink left. So this is going to be awesome. This is going to be an awesome series. It always works out. And you can do this too. These sell great on eBay. These do well. People want sleek, beautiful art for their living room. But here's the kicker though. These do well by themselves as a buy it now because they're so different compared to the rest of your store. But they don't do well in auction. And I have that broken down as well of things that do well and they don't do well. But like I always said, you just need to have a variety in your store anyways. So you can see what the market is for you. But as long as you're just having a different variety of art, don't have it look the same. I was saying that on my previous video that there's too many art stores that I'm looking at and I'm reviewing. And people have the art stores that all look the same. You go there and everything looks the same. Either it's too much art that's in the auction side, or you go to their store and everything looks like a landscape, or everything looks like a flower, or everything looks like the same. And that just means that you're being safe. Your ego is still involved. You're still thinking like a gallery artist. You don't want to go outside yourself and do something different. All right, now we're done with that. I'm just going to take the heat gun and dry this off so that way we can hit it with the black and then we'll be done with it. It really is that simple. But I want to dry this off because I don't want the black to mix in with the pink too much. So let's just dry this off. And boom. That's it right there. We dried these off. So now we could go into some of the black that we have. And I took a little bit of the excess water off of here. So that way it's a little bit more thicker. It's going to be thicker black. Here, let me actually dry this brush off. Oops. Let's dry this brush off right here with our napkin. And then we'll be almost done. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the black. It really doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that we're just showing up and we're doing something. It's just make it into a series. This black's a little bit runnier than I remember, but that's fine. It's okay. Let me mix it up some. Look at that. All right, check this out. I don't know what we're doing, but that's the cool part. I never know what I'm doing. Look at that flow, huh? Look at that flow. And we're just going to let it flow over to the next painting. We're going to make it look like it's a continuous stream of thought right there. Look at that. And you know what? I'm okay with even some dribbles or some splatter effects. I mean, we're already there, so might as well just let it happen. Look at that. That looks amazing. See, I'm not really putting any thought into it. I don't know, but I think that's what makes it work. The work is already there. We just have to show up. Whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. That way, when we do this, we're gonna force the buyers to buy all 4 of them because it's a series, right? They're gonna want to put the whole series in their house, especially how we frame it together. I forget how do they call it? The tri. What are they called? All of my art nerds out there. What do they call them when the paintings are together and they're a series? The tri something. You know, that cool thingy. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Boom. You know, let's complete this off right there. Then on this one, I'm gonna do like a circle around this. Look at that. And then just let it stop right there. And then let's have this circle complete like this. That's awesome. So always feel free to just do stuff like this, you know, give them options. You just always want to have different options in your store. Don't have your store look the same, as we were talking about. Don't always just have where the whole store is going to look like landscapes, flowers. Those things do sell well, but they only sell well when you have options. And it looks like you have a variety and you're not afraid to go outside yourself. I always pushed my store to just have different items, because if it just looked too much the same, people even get bored of Corbellic stuff, trust me. And then when the sales dry up, I try to lie to myself and I go, well, it's not me. Maybe it's because of the economy. Maybe it's because of tariffs. Maybe it's because, no, we know deep down inside, I know that it's because I was being lazy and I wasn't doing different types of work. You're being lazy by not trying to show up. And I'm thinking that I could just skate away by just doing the same type of Corbellic art, or the same thing that got me paid yesterday is going to get me paid the next day. And it just doesn't work like that for eBay. You have to do different stuff and then you get rewarded. Like if you want to keep doing your art, you can, but you have to do other stuff and then you get rewarded. All right, I think that's it. I think I'm good with that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do on this one? Like in the middle, I'm going to do like a circle. Look at that. And then I'm going to do another circle right here. And then where else can I do a circle at? Let's do a circle right here. And then where else can I do a circle at? Now, if you really wanted to get outside yourself as well, you can do this, right? And then what I would do if I wasn't shooting a video right now and if I wasn't cooking for time, I would dry the black off, and then I would take a white out, thin a white out just a little bit, and then I would go on top of this with a white with like lines. It makes me want to do it, but it would just take a while for me to dry this black out. And it's fine. For video's sake, it's fine. But that's just something that you can do as well, you know? You do that. You could take the same design and just do it for yourself. Do it. And take a white. See how it works out. You see how I'm like doing this on paper? I mean on canvas. It's not always about the paper. You have to have pieces of canvases that people want in your buy it now store. Because most people want canvas. You can't get away with just doing paper. All right, and that's that. That works for me. Let's see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Look at that. These are so cool. And this is what it looks like framed. Huh? Look at those. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so there we go right there. That was our abstract pieces of art that we did. And you know what? It's just always fun to have something different. You always just want to try something different. At least you're trying. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how the market is going to react to it, but that's the whole lottery ticket effect. We're making a variety of different art because there's so many different people on eBay. eBay already has 185 million people that's lined up, but you don't want to make your store look like every other store or look the same, because then you're going to get pigeonholed and you're going to get boxed in. I never want to be boxed into a certain style of art. If you want to do that, that's more for the gallery stuff, where you're just going to be known for doing that one particular thing, and that gets boring and it gets stale. So you always change it up. There is no right or wrong, and then you could just see what happens. But at least you have that body of art that you could just put away, and then it will get sold eventually. When it gets sold, it will already be out of your mind that you did it, and somebody's going to buy it, especially during the holidays, Christmas, New Year's. This is beautiful right here. We're just going to leave it on the table. We're going to let it dry. And if you want to learn more about how you can do this yourself, how you can use the algorithm, how you can take advantage of everything inside of eBay, then click the link below, join the free eBay art community, and I'm going to see you in the next video.